Hi guys and welcome to Get Review. So we have a new Mortal Kombat behind the scenes footage, and as far as I was informed, there's a lot of new things to see, so let's check it out.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known as Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, there's
I've
gonna be a
always
lot
talked
of
about
exposition.
respecting the material and respecting the fans. They all deserve to see their beloved characters elevated to this cinematic height.
This really comes across as a powerful experience that we haven't seen before. It's this grounded, dramatic, but violent tale.
What is so striking about Mortal Kombat is how expansive the story is.
Expansive.
It's epic.
We have all the great characters that the fans love.
I'm Sonya.
Name's Jax.
That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Kung Lao.
Lord Raiden.
Scorpion. I am Sub-Zero.
The interesting thing about playing a video game character is that you have to walk this line of being larger than life, but also making that person real.
There's actually rich emotional life behind every single character.
We need to be authentic. You need actors who can perform the actual movements and stunts.
It's mind-blowing what they do. And I think that fight element that has always been in the game can be brought to life on the screen. And it's not all CG, I promise you.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground, we will not fail.
I've always believed that something elegant and beautiful can cohabitate with brutal and primal. All of the detail gives the audience a sense of realism and connectivity to this world.
The first time that I started seeing all of these guys in costume, I was blown away. They've completely brought all of these characters to life.
This is more than just seeing a movie produced. This is seeing something that I've been passionate about my whole life finally come to the screen.
I love working on this kind of international project.
It really represents the Mortal Kombat world.
I hope it's both a reward for the fans and a new experience.
Don't be fooled that it's just a game. It's more than that. It's cinematic, it's beautiful, there's heart and there's emotion. All those ingredients together, it should be a fun, powerful ride.
Yeah, I hope so.
So enjoy.
Well, this movie cannot get over here fast enough. But yeah, it's this month at least. Okay, let's talk about some of the things.
Cultures all over the world.
So overall, the movie, everything that we've seen so far, everything that we are now seeing here, it does scream Mortal Kombat.
A
So
great tournament.
the world building
dragon
seems to
marking?
be great. The power seems
it's
to
an
be
invitation
very
Fight for
faithfully
something
shown.
known.
I mean, all the visuals look so cool. That looks very good. Very good.
Deserve to see
Awesome.
their beloved characters.
Well, how he fought before, humans, it's gonna be so much different than what he's gonna face,
How expansive the story is.
We have
Expensive, maybe he means rich. He doesn't mean that the movie is expensive, which for sure it is, but I think that he means that the story is just
all
rich.
the great characters.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. He actually says it like it sounds in the game. When you play the game and the characters are announced, when you put when you mark a character and the whole line and the whole grid of characters, and when you mark particular character, the game says that name's character. So that is how this sounds.
Lord Raiden.
Scorpion.
actually rich emotional life behind every single character.
We'll see how much of that is so. You can develop everybody to be like super emotionally deep or something like that when you're dealing with so many characters, but at least if they manage to make it so we have a perfect idea of who everybody is, that is a skill that not every movie can utilize. I mean, in older movies what was easily done, but that was before, and then we got the generic ways of making movies where we need a ton of info to connect with the character or to understand that character. But before, a lot of movies and shows, they just, the way that they done characters, they just made it so you know what are these characters, what they're fighting for, what is their mentality, how they are as a person. You just get a very good idea without so much exposition. The way it was filmed, it was shown, the story, how it was told, everything connected together without like going out of the way to explain things, but you still knew what those characters were about. And that way of nailing things, of nailing characters, well, how you present the story as a whole, that is a skill, or you can call it a way of doing things that is not present in most movies these days. So I hope that they nail that aspect, at least to good enough extent, so we don't actually need a long explanations of each and every one of them. We'll see how it's done.
The actual movements and stunts.
And yeah, I mean, the more the actors are capable, the better. You don't want to see the stunt double because it's noticeable,
It's mind-blowing what they do.
Round.
I don't personally care if something is CGI or not, as long as it looks real and as long as it looks cool and believable. Doesn't matter how it's done. I mean, it's very awesome when the actors can do certain things themselves, but if it's too risky or ludicrous or just something that is not human, you can just replace that with the actor, In that way, if you watch how Man of Steel, for instance, was shot, they explain that a lot of things that Superman does are just not human, they're not with human motion. So a lot of the times Henry Cavill would do a certain move and then they just finish it with CGI Superman, and that is just literally the way to do it. And they did it as unnoticeable as possible in order to show how Superman actually can move when he moves really, really fast. So those are the things that could be true for other characters as well, and they are true. When somebody says, but there's not like a ton of CGI or a lot of it is real or practical, for me, at least for me, it doesn't really matter as long as it looks great. Sometimes there's so many things in movies that you didn't even know that are CGI, but they were. So as long as it's great, looks great, feels great, that's all that really matters. I mean, at the end of the day, movies are visual art in so many ways. It's just the quality of everything is what matters.
We will not fail.
Yeah, it does look like another world. I mean, it does look like they put some attention to detail. Wow, it's so cool to see it in live action, that character.
They've completed.
That's such a cool visual. Amazing. It's definitely going to be a new experience for us. I'm gonna stop it here because it's awesome. So guys, that is it. I'm impressed once again, and this movie keeps like looking better and better. They just keep convincing me, so to speak, that they know what they're doing. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you think in the comments though. If you like to support me guys, you can check out my OnlyFans where I do my meaningful sex educational content plus fitness and health. And there's a playlist here on the channel called OnlyFans where you can check out teaser trailers to almost all of the videos that I ever done there. There's a lot now, a ton of informative content at my OnlyFans along with some physique updates. If you're a Warhammer fan of any kind, you can join my Golden Astartes Discord server. That being said guys, thank you for watching. Bye bye.